What is up, you guys? Born to Grind here, coming at you with another old school Runescape quest guide. Today we are doing the Between a Rock quest. It has quite a few requirements, but nothing too out of the way or over the top, so let's go ahead and knock this one out. There is going to be quite a bit of running in this quest, back and forth, so not only are you going to want to bring some GP, 4 gold bars, a hammer, an ammo mold, and a rune pickaxe, but you're probably going to want to bring 2 stamina pots, maybe 3 as well, just to have all your bases covered. And as we approach the ferryman, we are going to pay his 2 GP to take us across the river and then do the run to Donkadin. I guess his name is, probably butchered it, oh well. Before I explain the story of this quest, let me just tell you guys, this dwarf is a gem. The quick witty banter between the two of us is hilarious, and I do suggest you read. But anyways, so the dwarf has been here shooting his cannon at this one spot in the wall for years upon years, if not decades, and it has not broken. He has tried all kinds of cannonballs, everything you could possibly throw at it, plus probably the kitchen sink. We're gonna help him. Yeah, I know. So we talk to him, start the quest. He tells us we need to find out more info on this spot in the rock wall, and he tells us to go to the Librarian. So off to Keldagrim we go, which is a short while away. Upon arriving at Keldagrim, though, we talk to the Librarian. He knows our dwarf, but he doesn't know anything else of the rock, so he sends us to another guy at Ice Mountain. Yay, more walking. We found Roland. Now let's speak to him, and according to him, he doesn't know anything about the rock, but he did find a very, very spicy book that might know something about the rock. Only thing is, of course, it's not as easy as just grabbing it off his shelf and handing it to us. After searching for it, it's nowhere to be found. And then we find out we have to go down into the mines to look for it, because apparently that's the last place he had it. So we go down to the mine. That's pretty easy. The page was in the last mine cart that I checked. And then we decided to move on to the scorpions next. I only had to kill 2 or 3 of these bad boys to get the next page. They're low enough level, no big deal, didn't even need any food on those. And then the third page is in some rocks. You have to mine some, do not mine the adamant. You need a low level like iron. And going back up, we show Roland that we found all of the pages. He puts them back in the book for us and lets us borrow it. And we are going to read right through all of these pages and find a really weird symbol or painting of symbols on the last page. Let's go to Donkadin. We come back to the old dwarf here to show him what we found in the book. Apparently, inside of this rock lined with gold that will not break, there is a demonic presence in it. So yeah, there's that, but he still wants to bust it open. At this point, we are free to give him a gold bar and suggest that we make ourselves a gold cannonball. Why? Because it's made of gold, maybe gold can damage it, and seems like Dwarfy Dude is down for the plan, because he's like, psh, it's not my gold, it's yours, let's do it. So we're gonna go to Edgeville, make our cannonball, and come back to him. A little bit more running. This is stamina pot territory for real. Alright, so here is where it starts getting really freaking fun. We're going to give him the gold cannonball. He is going to load it and shoot it out of the cannon into the rock, and it actually goes through the rock, and it's really freaking weird. But that gives the dwarf a great idea. We are going to make some modifications to the cannon to allow it to shoot a actual person out of it instead of cannonballs. And then we're gonna go make a gold helmet, and I think you can see where we're going with this. If not, the quest text will lay it all out for you. We are going to take one last look through this book and end up ripping out a page. Thanks, Dwarf, for letting us use the book. And then we are going to talk to another fellow in Keldegrim, and he is going to ask us why we would want cannon schematics, because we're not dwarves. And then we tell him, oh, well, you know, I just feel like shooting myself out of a cannon today. He laughs, I laugh, he probably thinks we're crazy. And then he gives us 1/3 of the plan that he has. Apparently, there is a crazy dwarf that likes to send incomplete schematics to people. So we're going to see him right after we make our gold helmet. It's going to take the last 3 of 4 gold bars, and it's pretty freaking heavy. We have 2 parts of the schematic out of 3, so we go down to White Wolf Mountain up underneath and speak to this dwarf. And then I decide to go on a bit of a rant about how half the fucking world must be alcoholics, because every time I need something, everybody wants me to go bring them this really expensive foreign exotic drink, and I'm just not having it. I go on so much of a rant, it sobers this dude up, gives me the schematic, and we win either way, folks. What you're viewing now are the 3 schematics overlaid over the top of each other. The goal is to get them all to align in a specific way. The Runelight Quest Helper plugin does really good at this. It highlights which keys you need to press for left, right, up, down, and rotate. And it took me a hot minute to figure it out because I haven't done a whole lot of puzzles, but it was not that hard. This is literally the hardest part, and it is so freaking easy with this plugin. I will say before I headed back to the dwarf with the cannon, I grabbed some food in a purr pot just to make sure that this next part with the combat would be really, really easy. I've got my gold helmet on and the adjustments have been made to the cannon, so looks like I'm gonna get shot out of a cannon today. Yay! We are in the gold mine now, and according to how heavy the helmet is, you only have 8 minutes in here to actually kill this demon dude. And you also want to mine 6 gold ores because it brings his level and thus his health down significantly. Unfortunately, I lost the footage, the clip got corrupted. I do not have the fight, but you will see I have the one right after that. And I did not even use any supplies. The quest is now wrapping up and coming to a close. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop a like on the video if it helped you do this quest, and consider subscribing. That's it for me though. One more quest done, checked off, and I'll see you guys on the next one.